I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. Wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grid 6 feet like Kenny.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Cayman Wolf, the Decrepit Gamer. We're going to play some more Grounded today, guys. Back for some more pancake gaming. So I'm still holding out for my son to do this last quest. I'm down to the what I think is the last quest in. Oh, what do we got here? Vaughn, what's up? Hey, how was your What didn't you just get back from vacation? How was your vacation? Anyway, so while waiting for Vaughn to answer, I'm still holding out for. I'm on what I think is the last quest here of the early access. It's the quest where you go up into the statue, where the statue of the doctor in the robot Burgle, and it's just a real long quest, and you fight all kinds of things, and there's a boss fight at the end, and for that reason, I think it's the last quest in early access. And I'm still holding out for my son. I don't want to do that one without him, although he's up at college right now, and he just really doesn't have a lot of time to, play games with dad, even though, he had the best intentions, but I don't think he's going to really have time to do it, and I don't blame him, but I'm going to hold out a little bit longer just in case. So today what I'm going to do is work on my base building a little bit more. Oh, you were home and it rained? Oh man, you were taking what I call a staycation. Or a vacation where you just stay at home. Yeah, well, that, you know what? To me, that's the best kind. But it rained. I guess that kind of sucks. I guess that kind of sucks if you're an outdoorsy person at all. I'd probably take my staycation and just to work on projects on my computer and stuff. But that's me. What is he studying? He's business and kind of undeclared. He's taken business-oriented courses, but he's really just kind of in that indecisive stage. It's just his first year, so he doesn't really have to declare for a couple of, for at least a year or two. So, love swimming at the lake in the summer. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's. Then do you live close to a nice lake where you can go swimming, or is that kind of a getaway for you? So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna work on building my house in Grounded today. Well, it was already built, but I'm gonna work on enhancing it. It wasn't really a house; it was just kind of a base of operations that my son and I had kind of put together. But I'm working on expanding it out now, and he's got his little living area in there, and I'm gonna have mine. And it's just a lot of fun. Building is a lot of fun in Grounded too, because you have so many different things that you can build with, and so many options. And if you're accustomed to building in Minecraft, Grounded 2. It's the same genre of game. It's a survival game like Minecraft, but the building is a lot different, and it's a nice change because you got a lot of different types of materials that you can build with that are like different shapes. It's just not all just block based like Minecraft. So it's a lot of fun. Cycling distances. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So you like cycling, huh? Yeah, that's yeah. I got a nice. My son and I used to ride a lot back when he was younger. We got nice Trek bikes, and we used to ride along the beach on the big. Got a big like sidewalk that goes right along the beach. The city put it in after the hurricane years ago, and it's nice. We like cycling. I can appreciate that. Okay, so we're just gonna dive right in here, guys, and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Streamer bot, let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I guess so. Yeah. America's not about fitness and public transportation like the rest of the civilized world, but yeah, that's I'll bet that is very nice. All right, so every time, oh no, not single player. We do this. Even though I'm playing by myself right now, I'm still going to say host online game. So every time I log on to here, I keep hoping that there's going to be a little bit of a patch, because I tell you what, guys, I am sick to the fucking teeth of being kicked to the home screen right in the middle of doing something. It happens all the time, and I get that they have a big patch coming up with the tarantula boss, and lots of additional things, an additional buggy that you can ride, and all kinds of additional things. I get that they're coming out with that soon, but man, I gotta mute that. Yeah, it's still crashing. Yeah, still crashing. And I get that they're coming out with that big patch, and they got a bunch of changes coming, and that a fix for that is probably going to be part of that patch. But man, they need to restructure a little bit. They need to get these. They need to turn those into hot fixes and get them the fuck out, because people that puts people off, man. I mean, they haven't lost me, but they will lose potential players over that shit. So I really, really wish they would get that fixed. But anyway, I apologize in advance for the crashing to desktop. When it happens, it just takes a few minutes to get back online. But I hate it when it happens when I'm right in the middle of doing stuff like building and whatnot, because I lose, anywhere from, a few seconds to up to like a good few minutes of progress. And when you're doing something like building, you can do a lot. You end up having to do a lot of redo a lot of stuff. If you lose 5 minutes of progress, sometimes that's a lot of sorting in your inventory and organizing and building and shit like that you've done in the last 5 minutes. It can really be a pain. So I had been working on, see, Jordan had what it was just a single story, and I had that rooftop right there, and I took the rooftop off and I'm building it up to a second floor right here, and then I'm going to put the rooftop on top of that. But this just came up here to Jordan's area that he was kind of using the attic space up here as kind of like his little room or whatever, and so I just took that ceiling off, and I'm expanding the space out in both directions this way. And then under here, this is kind of neat. I've just got these pillars built that's just holding this up, off the ground. And then I'll use this space out here for like this outdoor stuff. Although this is really aggravating. This is another thing I hope they, I wish they would fix in a hot fix, but I hope they fix sooner than later. This stuff is not supposed to grow up through here like this. One time I came in here and this place was just freaking full. It looked like a jungle in here. You couldn't even see from one side to the other because it was just full of grass. The grass just grew up through my floor, and it's not supposed to do that. And those things there aren't supposed to grow up through there either, but they always do. So I do hope they get that fixed pretty soon. But anyway, I'm going to continue on with this build. I need to make this more aesthetically pleasing, and I'm not sure what to do. Obviously need some windows and whatnot in there. Maybe like a little porch area right out here, I'm thinking. And then maybe, yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, maybe like a little porch area. This thing right here, I don't get those raids anymore. I was getting those raids, but I finished the part of the story where I'm not getting those raids anymore. And then I think after I complete the final quest, I'll be able to do something to make the raid start again, but more kind of at my discretion. But that thing right there is badass, man. When those raids come, I could put put the ammo in that thing and go up there and get in it. And that thing would like two-shot most of those big bugs that would come on those raids. But I don't know. I need to do some things to make it look nicer. I want to think about the structure here a little bit. I'm wondering if I should just roof that off or if I should expand this out this way a little bit more. I think what I might do is expand, like bring, like from here, bring this out this way, maybe about 30 feet out to about here. And then just like over here, just like with the second floor, and then just leave this open space out here and just put it up on like pillars. Matter of fact, I think maybe that's what I will do. Let me think about that for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Bring that out to about right. Well, that's gonna run the risk of no, that's just a leaf sitting there. I can come up over that, over the top of that. Yeah, and that way I can leave that stuff sitting right there. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Nikki, if you catch this stream, I got SiriBot installed finally, so we're gonna see how that works. And I you told me about it a couple of weeks ago, and when I actually sat down and did it, it literally took like 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah, awesome. You know what? I suspected one of those viewers might have been you. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to come straight out from here. Yeah, straight out from here. About 25 feet back and about 30 feet out, and just make a little elevated room right there. That's what I'm going to do. Right out to about here. Yeah, I don't know how that works. How do I have an applause break? Is it just trying to be funny? I don't know about all that Twitch stuff. Okay. That works. That works for me. All right. All right, Siri. I know it does this. I know it does this if I go in here and say goodbye. Then oh, is it not reacting to that? It's supposed to react to that. Maybe I have to do it from, maybe I have to do it from my other thing. Or maybe it's got a cooldown on that.
Whoop.
All right, let's see.
I can feel my cells rehydrating.
Yeah, Siri don't quite have the personality that Yenny had, but at least it's something. I really want Yenny back. I miss Yenny, but I just got tired of dealing with that company.
My favorite new mode of transportation.
Oh, that thing only dropped a few of those things. That weed stem only dropped a few of those, or that weed only dropped a few of those stems. Let me cut this one down too.
Yeah. More loot for my collection.
how this looks. The problem with this build is that I'm not starting with a plan. I'm just kind of doing it as I go. Making a little bit of a Winchester house here. So there's this house called the Winchester House, and it was actually owned by the guy that started the Winchester, rifle company back in the late 17 or 1800s, or whatever it was. And the reason I know about it is because so my education is I have a bachelor's in information technology from Tulane University, and then I have a MBA from William Carey University. And in business school, they use the Winchester House as an example of what happens when you start a big project without proper planning. And so the reason they use the Winchester House is because I guess whatever his name was, Winchester, whatever his first name was, anyway, he owned this house. And then as he became more and more wealthy from, success with Winchester rifles, he just continued to build onto that house. And he didn't start with a plan of a large house to begin with. He just had this, he had a small house, and he just built onto it and built onto it and built onto it, as his wealth grew. And it was just this kind of disheveled mess with no aesthetic consistency and no structural consistency, and it was just a mess. And so they use that as an example of why you need to have a plan, even if you don't have the resources initially, you need to have a plan for growth, which I don't and didn't with this Winchester house right here. So let's see, I need some more weeds, obviously. Oh my God, that's fucking aggravating. Get out of the way. Nikki, do you guys have your mounts yet? Do you have your buggies? That's a really fun quest to acquire these things. Oh yeah, they're a lot of fun. It's a difficult quest, when you first do it, to acquire these things. But then after you get your first one, it's a lot easier to get additional ones. Oh, okay, stop that. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's cool. I appreciate you just being here at all. I'm sure y'all's base probably is probably nicer than mine, because mine's, I was just talking about how you had me turned down. I was just talking about how I didn't really start with a good plan, and it's just kind of being thrown together. Oh, okay. Well, probably just because it's bigger right now, but My son, he's the one that's talented at building stuff in these games. Like in Minecraft, his house just like freaking blows mine away. Man, I cannot believe what my viewers did for me in Minecraft. It was just fucking awesome. They went on to our server and they built a big flashing like neon sign, but like a great, great big one way up in the sky that whenever I walk out my front door of my house in Minecraft, it's the first thing I see and it says Decrepit Gamer. Man, I just thought it was so awesome. Yeah, it really was fantastic. I couldn't believe it. They built all kind of stuff on there. Like one of the guys on my server is like this really, really super talented redstone builder. He builds all these like really complex machines out of redstone, and he's got all kinds of machines on there for making potions and everything. But those aren't unlocked for everybody. But he does have some things. He did build some things on there that like anybody can use, like a store where you can go in there with emeralds and basically buy just about anything you want. All right, let's see. So first of all, let's take these walls down up here. See how far I want to come out. I wonder if maybe I should come out from about right here. I don't know. I don't know. I think that might look stupid. Yeah, I'm going to come out from the end. Come out from right here. But I don't want this quarter floor right here. I don't want this to extend out. I want this to be, or do I not? No, I guess so. I guess I do. Yeah, I guess I do. Or do I not? Now let's do it like this. If I can, if it will let me, yes, it will. Let's do it like this. And then put the quarter floor right. No, that's not going to be a quarter floor. It's going to be a quarter wall. Yes. Okay. I know what I want to do. I want to do this. Like that. Now. What's up, Anubis? How's it going, man? Hey, Anubis, did you catch the Minecraft stream? Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. No, Thursday. Thursday. Man, did you see what All City and Stands on Head did? It's fucking awesome, man. I know I'm gushing about it, but it's just unbelievable.
A feat of miniature engineering, that one.
Made me feel so good, man. Could not believe my viewers did that. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. Man, he's really, really good at that. All right, so what am I missing here? Ropes. Okay, I need more ropes. see, where is my construction chest? I moved that around so that it stays close. Okay, it's here. Maybe it just needs to be closer. Do I have ropes in there? I do have ropes in there. It just needs to be closer, that's all. Let's put it right here for right now. So now it should be able to pull from there. Yes. Oh, fuck. That one's not finished either. Hey, what's up? What's up? Okay, that one needed a rope too. Okay. So do I want to go one more? I think maybe I should make that, say, 30 feet. Yeah, I think maybe I should make that, say, 30 feet back. Let's try that. Pretty good. I was suspecting I need to turn something on Siri Bot. Okay, all right, come here, Buggy. Let's keep our stuff organized over here.
Would you kindly pick these?
Yeah, Nikki, these ants are great when you start building because look how much he can hold. You see that great big old stack of weed stems that he can hold. You can hold people can hold like 5 of them. These bugs can hold like 12 of them.
Astonishing.
Yes, I'm gonna get this going. Here we go. Let me think. I wonder if there's a... See, this room right here will only be accessible by... Actually, you know what I could do? I could make this back here Jordan's space instead of this over here. It's essentially the same size, because what this would do is this would make it to where I had to go through Jordan's space in order to get to this room right here, which I don't want to have to do. I don't like designs where you have to go through private rooms to get to public rooms. I mean, that's just not a good design. Let's see, these are public spaces out here. I could put like a hallway right here. I could put a little hallway right here, narrow hallway. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this Jordan's area over here, because this right here is the place where you go to get inside this turret right here. It doesn't make sense for this to be in his room. Yeah, they are awesome. As I've leveled up and gotten a little bit more powerful, I've gotten kind of discouraged at how weak they seem to be when it comes to fighting. I think the Orb Weaver buggy is a lot tougher when it comes to fighting. I think the ant buggies are much more versatile. Like, they're good at building, they're good at carrying stuff for you. They can fight. You know, they can do a lot of different stuff. They're very fast. Where I think the Orb Weaver buggies, I'm not sure because I don't have one yet, but the impression that I've gotten from the interviews with the developers and all of that is that the Orb Weaver buggies, they're not as fast. They can't carry a bunch of stuff. They're not as good at building and all of that, but they're just much tougher. So they're just good for like when you're gonna need them in combat, which I think that's awesome. And then the ladybugs are going to be in the next update, which I'm really looking forward to that. They're adding some new mounts, and the ladybug is one of the new mounts, and they're like you can have multiple riders. Like, you can have the person driving it, and then you can have like a passenger. So that's really cool. All right, let's see. What am I doing? Oh, I already did that.
A little elbow grease and ingenuity, as Grandpa says.
Yes, I'm gonna put. Is this far enough out, or should it go one more? Let me go down.